Okay, right. We are live. Let me sort out. What am I sorting out? I'm sorting out this live. Yo, wonderful. Hold on. Man, I need to speak again. This audio capture. It's not picking up. Properties. Show cursor. Oh, now it should be working. Weird, man. Weird how this, how there's a weird glitch. Right. Let me just add this. Pop out. Chat. Properties. Just gonna test. Boom. Cool. Alright, so as we can see here, price has, oh my god, mate. If anyone hasn't seen what has happened last night, Trump has apparently said that an agreement is getting signed, and no one knows what the fuck he's talking about. Especially not the Israel guy, because all he wants to do is fucking drop bombs on fucking Lebanon. So he's a little bit confused how Trump, the Mr. Shot Caller, is now saying, he's the boss. So the funny part about all of this is that Trump is really like the guy that everyone listens to. Fake news or not, he is the one with the chips. So the good news is that I finally have gotten out of drawdown after like 4 or 5. I was like 3 or 4 days, and that was really painful. No, it's really great to get out of that though. It did feel like a bit like The Big Short a little bit, but we're cool now. Yeah. Let me just get this microphone. Alright, so I have some business to be doing this morning, but I want to be on this anyway, whilst I am sorting out some business. So, I created a Discord some time ago, and it was built around basically coaching people how to it's not just how to, it's like the actual respect of people's time, because I joined a Discord before, which was quite big, and another trader and we were complaining how like we put in time and people wouldn't respect that time, like they would treat us like we were some fucking disposable usage or something. So what this other trader and I were talking about is that we basically need to be like, you need to like make sure that the student and the teacher are both getting as much value as each other. So it's not just a student who's just come in, you know, out of a storm and is saying, tell me what to do, I need money right now, and then you tell them what to do and then you never see them again. So that is something which, like, you know, you give so much time and effort and people just don't reciprocate. So that's what this server that I've created is all about. Hold on, I'm trying to take this. Into a different tab. Okay, let me take this. New tab to the right. What the fuck does that mean? Oh shit. Right, duplicate. Move tab to new window. Yes. Take this. Put it here. Great. Fantastic. There's my details. Probably take off that. It's cool. I don't mind. And what we have here is so I think we're gonna be taking a big risk this weekend on Trump signing a peace deal, because it sounds like Israel have no authority in this. It sounds like Iran's supreme leader is still in a fucking coma and still struggling to understand how to deal with the shock of everyone around him being killed. So I think the Iranian supreme leader is making decisions from a place of fear, which gives Trump so much fucking power. As we know as traders, you know, fear is like the reason why nothing ever gets done. We don't execute. We only lost $10 last night from overnight fees. Kind of insane how we lost $40 the night before. So yeah, what I'm doing right now is I am creating a, what's this subscribe to save shit? From the order page rate on second order, okay. Yo, my G. I yeah, it's good to see you, bro. How did you sleep last night, man? I slept crazy, again. Confirm your email. Nice, bro, nice. So I'm just sourcing out a lot of business this morning, making sure I've got this Discord professionally designed, developed, so that we can, you know, actually, like, it's not just one conglomerate of traders, you know, as opposed to the previous one, which is like a void of fucking, it's half marketers, half scammers, and a few traders sprinkled in who actually are taking it seriously, who want to fucking have a community for free without being fucking sold shit all the time. swear gmail.com. Did I fuck it up? Sent promotions, updates, socials, spam. Yeah. So what I was saying about this trade is that I might be sitting in it over the weekend. Because there's just such a big retracement, but we have that shift, with that market shift to the downside. What the fuck am I looking at? And part of the big trauma that I had from gold ages ago was that there was a market shift and I didn't trust the motherfucker. Yeah. And the technical analysis is telling us to trust Donald Trump. That's what the technicals are saying. How's it showing my profit and loss, but not the fucking chart? Interesting. See, now we got broker issues. We've taken out a lot of money. If you're worried about the negative, I took about £600 out of my account to pay for my holiday. Yeah, that was expensive. I'm not gassed that this is not working though. Rev. I can't see the chart. Alright, well we'll chill here for a sec. Just let this be our main tab, because obviously we can exit the trade. So that's what really matters. Right, let me sort out this Discord. It's giving me it's telling me there's a lot of shit which is not working right now, bro. This type of shit, don't you? My chart isn't showing on IG. I've sent my the Fiverr.com. I sent a verification code to my email, but there's no email. So we'll resend the code. There we go. At least something is working. Great. I am clients. single order, extra fast. No, we don't need that. No, I don't need that either. Alright, let me get my what's good, my G, yeah, good to see you, man. Good to see you, repeat. I'm just sorting out business this morning, sorting out the Discord thing, the server designer. I also need to get my mentor, set up my mentor, which I've got a YouTube mentor, because I've got another YouTube channel which I'll show you briefly. For some reason, fucking IG isn't working right now properly. There's no charts, bro. So, that's fine, because I've got the trading view. We're still bearish on her, and what we're saying is that we're gonna take a risk this weekend and basically trust the technicals, which say that Trump is basically, the technicals say that there's a shift in market sentiment. So we're really trusting Trump this weekend, bro. Yeah, bro. Oh man, a Discord, bro. I didn't know what went into a Discord either, and there's so many like layers of stuff and so many options to turn on and off. Things that I've never known. I don't know what it means, most of it. So yeah, there's this guy who can sort it out. He's the guy who did the trading tribe. Spoken to him before, and we were friends and stuff. And then yeah, he only responds to money. So that's what I only realized recently, when now I've got money to pay him or whatever. And now he's like responding. You know, people are like that. They're not my people. I don't really like those type of people. But sometimes to get a job done, you have to deal with those people. Like this guy, my mentor as well, my YouTube mentor. He only deals with money. So though I'm not like wanting to be that much friends with him, I'm gonna get him for 1 month as opposed to more months. So he's losing money because people like me want an actual respectful relationship, not a fucking transactional relationship, whatever relationship, you know, friendship, whatever. But there's so much that goes into a Discord, and I realized that yesterday when I've got this one channel which is for the coaches, and one guy just typed in, who's just a student, he typed into the coach fucking channel, and that's when I realized, holy shit, there's something I haven't done correctly. And that's because there's like another layer of people, which is everyone who can type into a channel. And he no, when I went to check the settings, there were like fucking 50 different toggles that I had to choose between, and that was just long, man. And that just made me realize there's so much more that needs to be done. And I've got a crown next to my name that I don't want, and there needs to be layers of like who's a coach versus student versus owner or Discord developer, all this madness. Yeah, it's crazy, bro. It's crazy. It's like it's energy, man. It's energy. I'll show you a book quickly, which is like life changing. I highly recommend it. Brad recommended it. You know, I have respect for Brad, but he's not connecting with people like for free. So like that just means that his legacy is just only going to be his transactional legacy, which to me is like such a shame. Like that's old fashioned. That's why I think that's old fashioned, bro. So let me just the 10x rule, man. So this, yeah. So Brad goes on about it too. This is by Grant Cardone. He's a crazy motherfucker. He's so super duper crazy. He was like really like such a fucking drug addict when he was younger, and then when he was like 25 or something, he decided to stop all drugs and fucking just go in hard on his his personality on, his obsessiveness. And that's when he went from that's when he hit his first like was it like his first 10k or something. And when he said when you hit your first 10k, that's when shit really fucking pops off. Like that's the hardest and the best. And then like I think after 10k, the most difficult after that was like 10 million or something. And then after that it just boomed. So yeah, Grant Cardone, what he talks about is energy and making sure that your energy is really strong. Yeah, this is what I've got not a problem with, but this is what I keep encountering, that people have such low energy, mate. They are, they're just not like putting all their effort into their purpose, and then maybe like they hit their purpose and then they just plateau a bit, and then they stop putting in that energy. So yeah, that energy is really, really important. So what I'm doing is I'm just getting this Discord sorted out. Let me get this. And today is Friday. Jeez, come on. Let's get the celebrations. Let me click a soundboard. I need a soundboard now, because every Friday we're gonna do that. We're gonna celebrate. That's the weekend. I've got a fucking keyboard thing as well, so we can pads, so we can get that sorted. So much stuff that can be improved. And what I was saying is I've got a YouTube mentor, because I've got another channel which I'll show quickly. So I don't know how, I'm in profit right now, because it's taken all these overnight fees. It's now saying that I'm getting margin called nuts. So yeah, super unfortunate, man. Super unfortunate, man. We're gonna change the game though. It is trading certainty. So this channel I set up some time ago. I need to sort out this font a little bit. A lot of things that need to be sorted, but I basically need to create psychology videos, just giving out bits of like videos, individual videos with topics to teach people like directly, and I will use like professional editing. So this is what my mentor guy also provides, is the professional editing. So I'm gonna stay with him for a month just to see how good his editors are, and also to just just put in my effort and a lot of effort into this first month. Maybe create like 10 videos or something, and then we'll see where it goes from there. See if I can go on my own afterwards. Maybe I can hire my own editor. It's getting serious. Really, this week everything has become really fucking serious, really fucking fast. So we've got the Discord, which I had planned for ages, which only now is coming into fruition. I'm now getting my mentor and putting all my energy into this trading certainty, which I've been struggling to get this up. I had a free thing, which is like a market condition calculator, and I didn't want to give it out until I'd properly tested it. And I tested it a few times, and I refined it, made it really good. And it was through AI. You put it into AI, and it's got a code, and it tells you, based upon last few candles as well as the whole picture. But it just wouldn't be consistent, and so that was something which like really hurt my head. And I've decided not to do the market condition calculator. I'll do that later. I'll refine that, because that's like such a big it really does fucking help, but only when it works. So when we get that working, then we can start releasing that. But for the moment, I'm gonna create a free it's like a risk management plan, so that you have all the details of all the possible ways to manage your risk. And knowledge is power. So that's what we just want to give people, is that's all the options of how to manage their risk. So that will be for free, but I'll be sorting that out in a week or so. And as I'm starting it all up now, it's all getting like mad intense, mad work getting done. Big ups to me, man. Most people, yeah, it's unfortunate, push through for what they want. Yeah, it's good energy for someone that's rare these days. Yeah, man, it's super rare, bro, and it gets paid off too. It's what Grant Cardone was talking about. Sumi, man, showing this book. Highly recommend this motherfucking book. The 10x Rule by Grant Cardone. Bro, he was talking about that. People were saying that he should send less emails because people were losing, they were losing interest, and he decided to just send way more emails, and he actually found loads more people who were liking his energy, and he actually got better fans, more sales, or whatever he's doing. But yeah, he's like king salesman, so that's why Brad was very much inspired by him. Oi, look at this, we got our chart back, man. For the past like 20 minutes IG hasn't been showing us our chart, which is cool. And to round up what is going on this weekend, because technically we've got a market shift, I'm following the technicals and I'm gonna stay in this trade over the weekend. Now if everything fucks up, then I'm gonna fucking not like Trump. However, I'm on a good streak with Trump right now. It's weird, bro. Twice Trump has called off a war and I've been paid, and that's super fulfilling, bro. To say that people are not going to die and I'm making money off that, holy motherfucking shit, bro. I was dancing last night, bro. I was really, really happy. Obviously price hasn't collapsed as much as I'd want it to. If it really collapsed, that'd be fucking amazing, and like so much happiness would have been spread this week. But no, we are just going to wait until Monday to see, or Sunday, market open, to see what happens, how it reacts, and I'm gonna have a scatty night's sleep if a war is turned on and I'm in this position. Believe in you and what you're trying to build. Bro, thank you, man, thank you. Yeah, it's all about the values, bro, and the principles, man. I think my foundation is built from like corruption and trying to be real. It's like built from that gangster lifestyle, and I say that gangster lifestyle because all my friends for at least like 7.5 years, all my friends were drug dealers. So I know that gangster lifestyle really well. But I was only a customer and a friend of theirs as well, because I used to love weed, and they loved how I only loved weed as well. There's some people who they love these drugs like way too much, man, and I was always smiling and happy and stuff, whereas all these other people were like super depressed and like relying on this shit, whereas I was just like enjoying life. So yeah, it's cool that I just want to bring forward that like realness, and because my parents were both in politics as well, I've been very clued up with corruption and ignorance and how people say more than what they do. And so I've been looking straight through these motherfuckers, and this is why I really got upset with that guy in the trading tribe, because he really like that was disrespectful. And not only was it disrespectful, that was like he was literally folding like what I was saying over and repackaging it. Like I said, I was being sarcastic. I was like, you might as well get rid of like all the good stuff on this server. Anything which is relaxing, anything which is like just a little distraction away from just hardcore robotic focus. And he took it seriously and got rid of it. I was just like, bruv, you removed my L, you put a fire on my fucking sarcasm, and then actually went ahead with it. Get the fuck out of here, mate. Get the fuck out. Disrespect, bruv. If you want to fucking act like a politician, bruv, just get the fuck out of my face. Man, it's that Max, the MA community manager dude. He's a friend of Sukesh, and they're all getting paid by Brad to run the Discord, but they're running it so terribly. Brad's never even there. They don't. I'll go Sukesh and a Max whatever community manager. They don't even trade, bruv. And the thing is that I wrote on the. I gave them all the information on order blocks that I put so much information on, labeled where the institutional zones are. And the guy, the Max community manager guy, didn't even respond to me. He disrespects me. He's not there for trading, bro. He's not there for trading. If you were there for trading, you would literally communicate. You would be like, okay, I want to learn, as opposed to saying you want to learn. There's differences between words and actions. And so this is why I was really grateful last night. I remember when I saw that there was like 15 of like my fucking people that we've actively spoken about trading and want to improve, and actually like we are like learning. Like these are the most active members that I've come across who are back and forth communicating, and the respect is there between each and every person. Even though, I think there's, JJ Man and Param, who's from Iran, they have a little conflict. And JJ Man and I we've been back and forth for ages. So like, I have belief in him, even though he sometimes goes insane sometimes. But yeah, it's like, that's, everyone there is just like focused on actually wanting to get better. And when we lose, we lose. You know what I mean? There's actually stakes at risk. We're not here just marketing, bro. We haven't got a plan B, which is to like sell something else. Like our main fucking plan A is to fucking make this chart money. Like I'm looking at this chart and I'm thinking, fuck, but I've put in a lot of time to get to the point where I'm like, I'm happy with whatever result. Maybe Trump will fucking bomb Iran and destroy all their oil and shit. And maybe I'll lose a lot of money. And that's the risk, I have to come back next week and recover type shit. Yeah, bro. Bro, he's doing fuck all, mate. He's not involving, he's actually destroying the community. He's never been in the community before. And he's now like removing the fucking... I had a meme that I wanted to post. It was a really good meme, man. And it wasn't there, man. I had a meme that I wanted to post. It's hilarious, bro. It's like Trump on Shutter Island. And I recently posted a meme on there as well, which I thought was hilarious. It's fucking... He's like about a trade, and then Trump says he's about to kill everyone, and he's just there like, fuck. And this one I thought was hilarious as well. Hilarious. And then he just said like, oh yeah, it's an inactive channel, when there's loads of inactive channels. And I thought that was the only like freedom that we had. Those Iranians, are they here with us? Trump looking so natural in his hospital gown as well. It suits him, Riff. So yeah, that's hilarious, man. I need to save that as well, because that's just funny as fuck. So yeah, I was up. I'm just upset, and so he also didn't know he was dealing with someone who's got nothing to lose either. He seems to think that Discord server is everything, but Brad is never there. His people around him are never there, and it's as Chad and I, fucking Merat, Sean, as I've said, this is a massive void. There's 50,000 people. There's like 10 people talking. Like, what's going on? It's either scammers, dead accounts, marketers, people who aren't trading. There's so many people who've obviously being sucked in by Brad's like marketing, as opposed to the the belief in themselves, the investment in themselves, you know. And this is why he created this. This is why he created school.com and stuff. That's business, is because he fully believes that if you pay money, then that energy is equal to the amount of money you pay, which is 50% correct. I'd say even maybe 60% correct. When you do pay money, you're more invested. You're like, holy shit, I've got more to lose. But that doesn't stop people who've got no money to be putting in all that time and investing in themselves, even when they're not putting money into it. Money isn't the driving force behind it. Of course, money is like what we can feed off, and what we can feed our family and put a roof over our head with, and pay for tuition and things. But if your soul and your drive is like, I want to make music, for example. I was trying to make music for ages. I really saw the difference between, you know, the want to make music to create, to have something made, versus the want to make music to make money. You know, there's a difference there. And that difference is basically like the birth of passion and emotional drive, which it isn't all about money, really. I mean, we're in this very financial, economic environment where we understand that fear and what's the other one? That fear and like excitement are running these volatilities, the volatility in the market. But that's not completely how the world works. It's not completely how it works. 50,000 to 59 is crazy now that I think about it. Yeah, it's mad. Like literally, Chad's and I have been talking about it for ages, and yeah, he's kind of pissed off with this community manager and the Sukesh running the show, because they're not even like running it properly, bro. I had an issue with Sukesh at one point where I basically signed up for the 1% Club, and I didn't realize that I signed up, because I was in the previous one and I signed up for the light version. I signed up for it. I was like, wow, I was so surprised. I paid £1,000 and it was terrible. It was like the worst. You're paying just for a community with bare bones videos. That like more stuff is on his YouTube for free. So people are getting scammed, bruv, from that part of it. You know, there's obviously layers to this, and Brad's not thinking about the value given as much as that there's some stupid people who think that's the value. Some crazy shit, you know. Because the people in that community were like, oh, I'm so glad to be here. Bruv, you paid £1,000 for nothing, bro. You paid £1,000 for a community. Crazy. And that's just a subscription basis too. And I complained. I was like, I want my money back. And Sukesh was the one who replied on the admin or whatever, and he said, I'm sorry, there's no refunds. And I was pissed off, mate. I was pissed off. I went into the Discord. I was like, bruv, I'm getting fucked over here. And then Sukesh came replying, and he was like, oh, of course we can get like refunds. And I was like, you didn't say that on the email, bro. You said that wasn't possible. So there's definitely some like strange stuff going on, and even Brad doesn't really respect Sukesh, you know. If you look at the Bali video, let's see. I like everyone, you know. I still have respect for Sukesh. I still have respect for Brad, but then I definitely don't have respect for this community manager guy. But let me show you the video where Brad actually takes the piss out of Sukesh. I believe it's this one. I don't think it's that one actually. They go to Bali, man. Maybe he's put it away. How good. Worst. It's around here. I think it's this one. Something like that. Yeah, $1,000, bro. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Super, super. Man, it's annoying how this fluctuation. Man, I could have taken profit there. Could have taken it back up. Take profit here. Done something about this. We'll learn from this. If it all goes tits up, we'll learn some big lessons from this. I already learned from these two, so I need to get out quicker, but this one is more valid as there's heavy momentum, and momentum is how what trends are built from. Yeah, this is it. This is the video where he meets all his G's. Yeah, no Sukesh. There he is. Just look at the legs. Whoa, Brad, bro, Brad. Skipping leg day, man. What? See, this guy has not skipped leg day. Neither is Sanjeev. Sanjeev is cool. He's just not he's not a great trader. He's not very professional at trading, but he's good. He's like Mark Douglas. Yeah. Anyone who preaches Mark Douglas, I respect Mark Douglas, but he's also lacking in success. Mark Douglas was never profitable until his very final days of trading, when he built a lot of money from his psychology, and then he made, he was able to compound that into big dubs. So that's the thing, is that even if we did fail for ages and made money somehow, yeah, it'd be cool to be the 1000th like, but I don't want to. Even if we just made some other money somehow and then put it all into account and then just made a big bet and got that big money, it's crazy. As Brad says, you're one trade away. This guy's good at marketing, man. You can't hate him for some of the goodness he's bringing. A lot of the goodness, man. We're all here right now. Right. Yeah, so I was pissed off with that $1,000 for the fucking thing, and I'm yapping right now, but it's mainly a marketing scheme that I'm looking at. It's not the trading that we want to be focusing on. It's the trading we want to be focusing on. And when there's people who are working for him that don't even trade, like they're not taking trading seriously, they're taking their job, their marketing seriously, their admin something else other than trading. Like, what the fuck? X tax ID. I need to put this on charge. Yeah, we're just holding. Our bulls are still strong, man. This is why bulls is everything in trading, bro. Because yeah, I fucking want to get out of this trade. But the lessons from the lessons we learn from failures are as valuable as the money we're making. Because in the future that money will come in from those lessons that in our early years we were able to encounter. But when we run away, when we try and take profit, and then that feeling when you take profit and then you're there like it's so empty. You're like, my setup didn't happen. Now I've exited for some crazy reason and now I'm like left in the desert. It's nuts, bro, it's nuts. Need some music? Bit like The Big Short, bro. The Big Short, when he's listening to rock, whilst everything's going downhill. Yeah, it's awesome. Awesome. One of my favourite movies. Yeah, I'd definitely like a statement from Israel to say that they're on board with Trump. That would be be amazing. Right, so I'll get this Discord sorted. Let me see if there's a 5 discount code. I don't know if you guys do that. I go for discount codes. Discount codes online just to see if I can get anything. But it never works. They never work. Apply promo code. This can't be used anymore. Peak. Steven. Yo, it worked, bro. It worked. Shit, boy. 10 Steven gave us a discount code. What? Sick. Saves 5 quid. Trading be like that. So many reasons why trading is hard. It's so true, mate. It's so true. You can't explain it to people either. But that's why we become such beasts. Yeah, is that you understand how many variables there are in life. You just one thing you ignore, and suddenly like you've got a whole snake pit of shit that has suddenly arisen out of nothing. Let's type this back in. But yeah, there is that how do I say it? That grey area of financial priority over like not community, not communion, but like there's that financial priority over like our welfare. Of course the welfare can be helped from financial, but it's not solely down to that. But that's probably one of the hardest things to understand. Really takes some experience to see that. Confirm and pay. Do you ever do that? Confirm and pay is like hovering over that shit, like maybe I've done something wrong. Hopefully, I mean, I've got him on Discord so I can talk to him personally anyway. If you're ordering for a business, what's your industry? Psychology and coaching. Is this order part of a bigger project you're working on? Is order part of a bigger project I'm working on? I don't think so. I think this is just a community, which is like, no. Business advertising, data analysis. A YouTube channel. Is this a YouTube channel? Market research. It's not connected to my YouTube channel. This is a completely different thing. This is like it's like a marketplace in itself. That's what I want it to be. I want it to be like, this is people who are coaching, people who are new to trading are able to pay a coach to mentor them for like a month, and like a subscription type basis, but like reasonable, like so that your time as a coach isn't wasted on someone who's not taking trading seriously. And it's basically a thing where like we can help people for free if they give that, if they're like passionate, then it's like, okay, of course we can help. But if they're just there like half in half out, tell me everything, like a fucking slave, then it's like, okay, I'll tell you everything we know for this cost. You have to read the vibe. Either you're not given that energy, that's the cost, or you're given that energy and it's like, welcome son, like a fucking son, like a fucking educational and training, product development, online ads, social media, software, personal growth, professional, personal branding, business, website, email, gaming, e-commerce, business, product, or maybe products promotion. Job search, business consultant. Ooh, okay, this is like a business consultant. What do you mean admin access? It says I need admin access in your server. What do you mean? How to link admin access. Say someone having create an admin on some sites. What? What? Who put me on trading? Oh man, it was all Brad, bro. It was all Brad. This is why I have so much respect for Brad, is because yeah, I was making music. I finished university for filmmaking, and I was creating sound for films, and it was pretty easy. Um, Creating sound for films is a lot easier than creating music, that's for sure. So I was pretty good at creating sound for films, but it was like I was actually like I was the best in my fucking university in my year. Um, and then I deferred a year, and then actually no, it was me and my mate who were the best in our year, and he put me on music actually, and then I deferred a year because I was like just really struggling one year, and then I came into another year, and then I was the best in the next year. So that was weird going from like my mate and I like sort of like competing for the best, and then going into this new year where everyone was like babies a little bit when it came to sound editing, because I used to be an editor for the visual, and then I was like, you know, it's so fucking difficult, mate, and everyone's got so many opinions that I'll just get into the sound part of editing because like no one has much to say about it, you know, aspects ratio and whatnot. Um, but yeah, it did get difficult, especially when you're working with a director who's fucking annoying. So I finished university. I started making music for a year and a half. That was really difficult, man. I had no idea. I know what genre I like. It's just you're in a desert of what where to go in terms of like what drums to use, what melodies use, what BPM to use, you know what type of room you want to be in type thing. You know, it's like Kanye West. He likes to be in a church, or he's all about the church recently, and that idea of like those church those church sonics. You know, so you feel really spiritual and religious, which is respectful. You know, as I listen to it now, you know, there's just such a surty room space to make people enjoy. And then I realized I needed to make money. I was like, holy fuck, like I need to make money really badly. Like this music is brilliant and I'm gonna keep doing it, but I'm not gonna see money for another 10 years if I continue like this. So I went online. I was like, how to make money online, and I came across the Trading Geek, and his first video I saw was his support and resistance video. I was like, this is it, bro. I was like, come on, man, we've hit the nail on the head. And this was like a year or two after I really got into poker again as well. And it's crazy how poker and trading is similar. And I didn't know this until I really got into trading, and I realized that there's institutional firms who hire people based on their poker skills, you know. So it's crazy how all of this is linked. Other than music, which is like, it's still got my history in terms of like my values and my principles, and how there's differences from the financial priority versus the passionate emotional priority. So it is really interesting. But I have had to drop music a little bit just so I can focus on controlling my emotions, uh, as opposed to diving into my emotions and expressing them more. So yeah, I found Trading Geek from the start, and I found Trading geek from the start, and I've never looked at anyone else. I briefly looked at ICT, but I didn't. You know, I'm so stuck with trading Brad Go's voice, you know, in my head, that that's who I stuck with. And after I joined his 1% club and went through all his videos, and then whilst I was going through all his videos like so many times, went over each one like 5 times, making notes, whatnot, and I just hated his voice by the end of it. I was just like, fuck Brad, bro, I hate his voice. And then that's when eventually I was just like, okay, like Brad is great for when I need his information, but the main thing that matters is my own data and knowledge, and my own information that I'm attaining from the actions I take as opposed to the actions he takes. So yeah, it's interesting. But what about you, man? I'd be interested who put you guys on trading? Was it all Brad? And then the psychology as well. You know, Doyle Exchange was the next person I found, and then I found Forex Beginner podcast, who was amazing. That was taking up a lot of my lunches and dinners that I've been watching him, and his podcasts. And that's when I came across Sai. I came across Sai was a good guy to get involved with, but we're just so detached in terms of like where we're going and where we've come from and how we trade. You know, I've got Brad's trading, and I try to get Sai involved with my support and resistance. Like my love for support and resistance. But I went all in on Brad basically, and after Brad said support and resistance was shit, I was pissed off, but I had to go with who I'd put all my chips in from the start. So I'll be interested to see who your firsts, who got you into trading by a simple game. Ice-T associate, wasted 2 weeks beginning my trading journey with that. Man, it depends who you resonate with. I knew straight away when I started watching ICT. I watched like maybe like 1 to 3 videos maybe, and I was like, this guy he's not my guy. His energy levels don't match mine. But maybe anyone who's a little bit more like quiet, a little bit more reserved, maybe that's who ICT is for. Yeah, it's all like individual, isn't it? I came to trading by a simple game. This simple game sounds interesting. But it's interesting because, you know, I imagine most of us are like, we've played video games and stuff, and trading is like a video game, as Brad said as well. He came from Fortnite and Apex Legends. Big ups Apex Legends. I used to love that shit. Then I came across a guy online during that time. I used to watch Brad, named Ragav, an Indian trader. So he taught me a lot about market. That's my first way. Nice, man. Yeah, there are some decent traders, man, on YouTube. I remember this random guy. I was in the opposite position to him, and I saw him. I was like, oh shit, mate. He seems right, but I don't wanna, listen to it because I'm in a different position, and my position got fucked, and he was really right. He like had the perfect analysis. I never saw him since because I was probably a bit salty. And also I don't follow anyone other than Brad, so that was interesting. There's definitely some good people around. So yeah, that's really cool that he resonated with you, Raghav. Ice-T is complicated, but if you understand, even you make. Yeah. ICT is like a fucking. He gives you the tools, and you need to make your own. How do I say it? You need to make your own like sledgehammer or something. You need to make your own weapon out of the materials that he provides. So he put me on when Andrew Tate. Yeah. Let's get images of Instagram. Hey, come on, man. Big up your dad, man. Yeah, that's fire. yeah, Andrew Tate he's done bits for me as well, man. Like, there's actually this other guy called Hamza who started getting me into the gym and started me on self-improvement. And then it was Andrew Tate who then took over and like really pushed the message about masculinity and just not being a bitch, not being feminine, and really made me understand. I think those two people really made me understand that even objects, even like weird body language, had masculine and feminine traits to it. You know, what was Tate saying? Andrew Tate was saying, carrying a bottle of water and not drinking it or something, or carrying a can or a bottle and not drinking it is like that's pussy. And it's stupid when you think about it, what he's saying, but it is also feminine, just carrying something in your hand when you could be using your hands to like fight or to be ready to grab something. Like you might need to, you know, stop something from happening or something might happen. So yeah, it's interesting how that feminine trait is sort of found in the things we do. But yeah, no, Hamza's pissed me off, man. He's really lent into narcissism, and he's a Nazi, bro. I like I used to like him, but I joined his course, and he's similar to Brad, similar to all these different people who don't want to do anything further than, you know, getting their money for the time they have. It's not about respect. It's about money. And yeah, respect is involved, but it's not number one, which is what pisses me off. Yeah, Andrew Tate is yeah, you got me on as well. I still kind of like Andrew Tate. He dropped off a bit after his loss, but that's respectful. And I don't. Andrew Tate, there's one time he was just like taking the piss out of racism, and racism is like quite. I am very. Racism is like something which is like very close to my heart. You know, I don't like racism, and then it's also been very difficult for me to understand because racism is like a competitive. It's like trying to be the best, but then when it comes to like skin color, that's the shit which like that's the line. Yeah, once you cross that line, suddenly we are in fantasy land right there. And yeah, he crossed that line. He started doing podcasts talking about how like if anyone says axe, you know how like some people say like finna axe, you know, don't axe me this or whatever. He was saying like if anyone who says that, they should fucking kill themselves, he said. And I was like, what? That is a no-go, mate. That's a no-go. Some of my favourite rappers say that stuff, you know, and they have the best wisdom in the game. You know, you shouldn't be saying that, bruv. So Tate crossed the line with that. But Tristan and Tate, they had a big disagreement one time, but I was actually interested by Andrew Tate as opposed to Tristan, which a lot of people have been interested by, which, you know, I accept them both. You know, all of it is cool, you know. So you also said something about I uploaded my gold analysis. I need to follow you on I need to follow you guys on YouTube, man. That's the thing. Andrew Tate, thanks. And my dad, yeah, big up. Everyone liked the video, big the fuck up. Respect. Watch little people. But I learn more by just watching charts and people on Discord. Yeah, nice. Yeah, people's experience and wisdom is really helpful. JJ Man actually screwed me up when I first joined. This is why I have a weird like, love-hate relationship with it. Actually, it's more like a love relationship with JJ Man, because he's just such a funny guy, and he always implodes. But I remember one time when I first joined the Discord, I was like, oh, what do you think? You know, the classic, it's a beginner. Oh, do you think it's gonna go up or down? And JJ Man was like, hey, it's going up, bro. The thing fucking went down. And yeah, he's had lots of difficulties, but giving that information he did, it was very insightful, and also it really hurts you as well. I think JG Man gets very confident and he's like, this is definitely doing this, which is a no in trading. There's no definites. And when you say that and then you get proven wrong, your confidence gets fucked. Traders are good marketers and the best course sellers. No, that's facts, mate. That's facts. That's facts. It's because the thing is that entrepreneurship and trading are very similar, and a lot of people who are good traders are good entrepreneurs. And strangely enough, good entrepreneurs are, or good business people are also like very similar to like the mafia. You know, there's codes of conduct, and there's things that money can't buy. That is really, entrepreneurs and businessmen are very aware of those things that aren't actually related to money, which is everything about business and stuff. So yeah, the marketers, they need to chill, bro. They need to chill. You know, it's all about this call to action, the CTAs. I've been on these business courses and they all say the same stuff, you know. It's all manipulation. That's the thing. That's the thing. It's all manipulation. They even struggle to say the word manipulation, which to me is fucking shocking. I need access. Yes, I need access for existing servers only. Nice to see some bearish pressure from the fucking nice to see some bearish pressure. What should be server name, trading psychology, which server, gaming, internet trading, trading community, coaching service. My brand color theme, attach your logo. Brev. The fuck is this? Have I even saved this motherfucking thing? Trading book, trading knowledge. Maybe it's on Pix. Nope. Definitely saved it on Grok some time ago. Self-improvement. Nope. Nope. Yesterday I tried to make a couple of videos, but I was reading a script, man, and it just wasn't natural. And what you may have noticed is I write down some notes and I just free run, which can be, I can chat a bit of shit in the middle, like I can be like and all that rubbish. So that's my main focus right now, is to improve my communication, make sure that I get my point across, and we can narrow these videos down, because definitely 9 minutes could have been put into 7 minutes in that previous holiday video. No, so I had to put in chapters so that people weren't if you get bored, you can see this This part is long as fuck, mate. This is 2.5 weeks I called it. Because I chatted beans for at least 2 minutes. What's your take on AI? Do you like it? Hate it? Personally, I love using it. I use it every day for building things and assignments. Yes, AI is brilliant. AI is really, really good. I'm actually going through a course right now which is about how to integrate AI into business, and I think it's really good. I love it. I loved Grok. Grok has gone downhill recently, though. I said on my ex, I linked Elon Musk, and obviously he's not gonna see it, but I was like, there's no what's it called? Like, I keep saying to AI, I keep fixing its answer. It's like the answer is wrong, and I correct it, and then it's like, oh, sorry, you're right, and that happens too often. And then it's also, Grok is under heavy usage, heavy demand. You can't use it unless you pay the subscription. So now I'd be using Google, which has its AI thing, and that's really good. I'm still correcting Google too, but I don't need to sign into Grok. I don't need to type anything else. I can just type it into the fucking search bar. So that's cool. And yeah, AI is really great if you know how to use AI, and if you can integrate it into your business, then it's gonna be fucking brilliant, mate. I want to integrate this market condition calculator eventually into whatever my maybe an app or something. That'd be cool, where you just you drag in a photo, drag in a time frame, and it tells you what direction price is going at. It might tell you where to enter from, might show you the order block. That'd be cool, just to literally put in a screenshot of an empty chart, and for the AI to analyze it for you, enter there, aim here. It's like, that'd be a fat cheat code. And man, I think I could get it working, man. I just need to put in a massive code, bro. The code would be so big. It's like the code which I made for the first one had I don't know, 4 or 5 layers of corrections on top of one another, and it needed more as well. It needed way more. It's like looking at the general picture, and then you need to type in the whole strategy and stuff, and then you need to make sure that it labels it correctly. But yeah, it was just hit or miss, so I'm not releasing that yet. What we're doing is just an easier risk management. What do I call it? Risk management options. Here are the ways that you can manage your risk. Type beat. That's what we're all about. Please, where's my fucking brand color, brev? Let me put this on idle for the moment. The trading psychology and coaching, son. Alright, I'm gonna type it. Yes, finally it's going down, mate. I was worried, but it's okay. Look at me getting all excited. I don't have a logo with it. We can talk. Yeah, but AI is crazy. Implement accurately structuring and optional coaching services. What's your industry? So what about other business consultant? Okay. Start order. Alright, let me message this motherfucker. Okay, so that is in the works. Now I need to sort out this other thing. That's what I do though. Cloud format on high, upload your chart and boom. Nice. Should take, you have to use Cloud for Tony. Yeah, I've heard good things about Cloud. I heard good things about everything. Grok has just disappointed me recently. I'm really upset. They started hiring new people and that just screwed me over. But yeah, no man. I used to use the charts for Grok a little bit for AI, but it just wasn't it wasn't very certain. It was just like, it wasn't giving me the right answers particularly. So it just needs a certain code. Nice. Yeah, things are starting to move, bro. Yeah, definitely a fat reaction from that order block. It's that daily, not order block, but daily demand zone. Is it a weekly order block or what is it? Yeah, it's a weekly order block, demand zone. But obviously we work from fair value gaps, so I think if price is really going to retest, I think it needs to get this fair value gap first. But we'll see. I'm looking at this order block to go to first. We'll see how it moves. I'm not a gold trader. You really need to understand you really need to understand how your chart trades, how the volatility moves. Yeah, but I don't know why Grok has gone so bad. They started hiring these kids, man. And then suddenly now heavy usage is impossible. Everything is heavy usage. It's peak. And it's giving wrong answers all the time too. It used to be decent. But I check out Cloud. I've heard of Cloud stuff. and also Claude or Cloud or whatever the fuck it is, Claude or something. But ChatGPT as well. I never use ChatGPT, but everyone talks about ChatGPT, and so I need to find my favorite AI that I can create my own, like my own app with a server from that AI. So I'll have to do some research. But Cloud. I like Cloud. Sounds better than Claude. Claude sounds a bit Russian, you know. Claude. Cloud and ChatGPT are the two which they recommend. Creating an app with their server, their AI server. You basically create, the whole code, really. Yeah, I never went into code. I should have, but I decided to go into filmmaking, which is more artistic. But my IT teacher was really upset that I didn't do coding. It's fair enough. It's fair enough. Right, I need to now pay for this guy. You decide your level of involvement, mate. Nice. Nice, I'll do that. I'll sort out this stuff. Oh yeah, and it's Friday. This is what I was talking about. We need to get a soundboard, bruv. I'm gonna get a soundboard so that we can have little that's a cool sound, and also clap celebrations because it's Friday, son. I've got a soundboard thing. I've got a keyboard with some pads, so I'll set that up. Because today is Friday, and we're gonna play poker. We're gonna make Friday nights poker nights because I always feel a bit empty on Fridays, so it'd be nice to practice my sort of trading skill on poker. So we're gonna do that later. Run that into the evening. Unfortunately, you'll be asleep, Sumi, probably. Because India are like 4.5 hours ahead. Yeah, bro, facts. Yeah, fuck yeah, bro. We're just improving. Yeah, bet, exactly, bro. It's all about betting. This whole industry is all about bets. Everything is a bet, really. This is why bet is such a fucking good saying. It's like, go on. It's not 100%, but I'll put my chips in. Man, it's so cool to have different international like audience. So cool, mate. Like, considering our colleagues are like just dotted around the world. Every single person I speak to, they're like, it's like I'm speaking to an alien because they don't understand that we are the aliens. We are working with people around the world. It's like the entrepreneurs, the businessmen. They're like, what do they take up? Like 5% of the worldwide or some shit. Most people don't have the balls. They don't have the energy. They don't have the confidence to take that risk. Okay. Sorted this. Shit, we're getting some stuff sorted today. It's crazy. It's crazy, bruh. It's crazy. But we're going all in. This is the beautiful part about today and this week. This is what I'm talking about. Okay, this week. I keep getting a bit off topic. I go to like the end of what I'm trying to say, and then I miss out on a few key things. Or like, it's always one key thing which I miss out on. So we've gone all in on this Discord now. So we've got a Discord developer. We've left the other Discord, which is a big part of my life for like 2.5 years basically. But we weren't getting. I wasn't, the respect wasn't getting treated properly. Here. This is where we get taken away from what we're talking about. Iran's the move with the US includes US commitment to lifting sanctions, withdrawing its forces from around Iran, and lifting the naval blockade. Nice, bro. Yeah, sweet. Yeah, and I hope the music is chill too, man, because it keeps me being sane. It keeps me sane when I am maybe needing to not look at the chart, Like right now I'm in this fucking position which is just gone all over the place. You can imagine I've been listening to a lot of music this week. But yeah, this is good for my position. Iran seems to be agreeing with US. This is really interesting. This move also includes earning straight from its cancelling oil sanctions, releasing Iran's frozen funds. The US commitment to lifting sanctions, withdrawing its forces from around Iran. That's good. It's so crazy how my entry was like the resistance. Lovely. Alright. What the fuck is a moo? US Memorandum of Understanding. Yeah, really interesting. Alright, so we've got some sort of news. Anyone who is trading emotionally with Trump, not believing what he's saying or whatever, is so fucked up right now, mate. They are sitting there their state. That's what they're saying. I started trading when Biden was there. That was kind of crazy, but this is a whole new level. Hi Tristan. Sweet. Sweet. Alright. This is nice to look at. Bro, I'm awake so early these days. It feels like it's the evening right now. I've got the blinds shut as well. So sometimes when I'm streaming, I have no idea what time it is. I've got my side light on as well. It's like, it could be midnight, mate. That's cool in some ways. It's like a theatre. But yeah, when those blinds are open, you got this mad reflection coming through, which is not a vibe. Cool, very cool. Right, I will. I think we've done 2 out of 3. Poker, body poker. Set this up. Mate, I've signed up for cricket as well, but none of the fucking cricket people are fucking responding. So I've never really been. I used to be into cricket when I was like younger, just because during the summer term we have 2 choices. It's either cricket or tennis, which I imagine in America it's basically the baseball equivalent. Bro, there's a fucking feather sticking in me. Look at this motherfucker. See how pointy these fucking bitches are as well. Mate, this song is so fire. Alchemist is a G, bro. This song. Yo, Ghost, my G. Yeah, always good to see you, Ghost. Yeah, we're doing well, man. We're doing well. I was just saying, Alchemist is such a great producer, and there's a hip hop song by Jadakiss called "Still Feel Me." It's produced by Alchemist, but yeah, I've got all the instrumentals. Not all of them, but I love the instrumentals and I love the rapping. But the rapping, man, gets fucking copyrighted all over. Like so much copyright on YouTube, man. Like the one episode where I had hip hop, the vocals, I had like 32 fucking copyright strikes. But here when I'm listening to instrumentals, the only copyright strikes I get are from like Belarus and Russia, who don't like the anti-establishment music. Fuck Belarus and Russia, bruv. But yeah, bro, I'm doing well, man. If you look at the chart right now, we've just had some news that there's a deal which is getting done. The MOU is like some sort of agreement style, I don't know, between two parties. So we're taking a risk, man. You said that would I be holding over the weekend? I didn't think it was going to be so indecisive, but obviously it is, because it's just something Trump has said, not an actual agreement. So it's just retraced last night, and now it looks like I'm holding over the weekend. But the thing is that I'm dedicated, I'm focused on this technical analysis. So if the technicals are right, if they say something, that's what I listen to. I listen to technicals, but also fundamentals give a great picture as well, because this pressure came down from Trump's indecision, his confidence, as opposed to the actual reality. So, you know, there's a lot of lessons to learn from this. And when you're really in the zone, this is what happened. When I was like about a month into hard work grind, suddenly I was making so much money in one day. I'd take it down and then I'd take it back up, and I'd get in before it swept liquidity, and when it swept liquidity I'd get back up. You know, that was the best feeling I've ever had, when you actually get each individual move. It's crazy. So yeah, we're just chilling, you know. We've got a long day today. We're going to play poker later as well, Friday night poker. We need to get the soundboard into. There's a lot of things which I'm just innovating. We've got this Discord which has been paid for. I'm now waiting for my Discord guy. Feed stuff. Sick, bro, sick. I'll reply to this stuff in a bit. Currently I'm just keeping myself focused for the moment on whatever the fuck I'm doing right now, which I don't even know. I'm kind of all over the place. Yes, karma. Trades, community, that's Sumi. Just be a create. What's up? Just be create my own music from Suno. What the fuck is Suno, man? AI music generator free. That's cool, man. That's cool. My mate creates music and he uses AI. He uses vocals through AI to put on his music. Yeah, it's crazy. Before trading, this is why it's so mad. Before trading, the only people I knew are music producers, DJs, and drug dealers. So it's really cool. I was living the life in that sense. It didn't feel like it in the moment, but I was. Um, and I met some really cool people. But man, like moving on to trading, it's like equally like you guys are like you guys are like DJs, you know, producers. Like we are really the producers of the economy, the market, the retail, successful retail investors. Nice TV, bro. Nice. I think you work in you're on the you're on the 10 times. You call the pips a bit different. So I think you call like, to me it's 34 pips, but I can understand that it could be seen as 240. I had this disagreement with someone before, and we just couldn't get to an agreement. So I just accept. To me, that's 34 pips, but to someone else, that's 340. Yeah, nice. Yeah, beautiful, bro. Yeah, it's difficult because I've not talked, I've done research on people who've talked about pips and points and whatever, and they talk about all you need is 60 points, 60 pips, and then you get so much money. Um, and that's basically what it is. Like, you know, you can get 30 pips, and that's a decent amount of money too. Um, and it makes more sense for me to make 30 because otherwise I'd be making some crazy pips. I think, what was it? Let me see how many. See, I caught this motherfucker. It says right here 239 pips. But for the way you're saying it, that would be 2,390 pips. But yeah, that was 239 pips for me. Or points, or pips. I need to understand if there's a difference between pips and points. Let's see. So on gold, very. Hey yo, thank you, bro. Yeah, we'll see, man. A lot of crazy shit. Imagine it's just like the deal over, you know, bombing Iran. Bro, it's just been fucked. So we'll see. Nice. Yeah, it's all personal. So I had a disagreement with someone about this before, and I spoke to Chad about it, and he's in the same boat. He doesn't know either. And you ask Grog, bro, seems to be fucking subjective to the instrument you're using, as you say, on gold, all sorts of different things. It's annoying that I've been in this trade for so long. Well, black coffee really hits the spot. I don't know if it's a spot I want to hit, but it does hit it. Yeah, GG Sumi, and GG Ghost too, man. Respect. Yeah, we've been in this trade all week. I haven't been trading. The only trades I did was on Sunday evening when I had that short, which was so bad, and entered this trade at 4 a.m. Yeah, what I've noticed is when it's a scatty entry, the whole trade management is scatty for me. It's that scatty entry, and unless you exit for some scatty reason, you're going to be sitting in this trade, which is like scatty management. So yeah, the whole process matters for sure. Bin. Was I really unable to? Hey, big up the love, big up the hearts. That's my G Ghost. Plus anyone else who's addicted, who's attracted, infected by the hearts. Yeah, I love the hearts. I remember I used to watch Forex Beginner podcast, and I'd be there with the hearts all the time, man. I loved it. How's the month going so far? So how's the month going so far, bro? Mate, the month is, let me see, installation. Solution fill. Alright, we'll sort out the poker later. Yeah, the month is going badly, really. Not great. So we had that terrible time. We came back on Wednesday. This is when we came back from holiday. And I felt lucky to even be profitable last week. And then on Sunday or Monday, we screwed up heavily. It's just, yeah, that was so bad. I mean, I've got the short. I put the short on YouTube. I started off, I made the wrong decision to trade during consolidation. And I went back and forth. And then my stop loss was hit. And then I just entered another one. And that another one is the one I've been sitting in all week. And I've had overnight fees of so much money. But we can see the weeks before. So yeah, the final 2 weeks. The final week was minus 6%. Then the week before that was plus 1%. Minus 5.5 the week before that. It really got scatty towards the end of my holiday time, and this is why I've made that holiday trading video. It's because this is what I want to avoid. But then it was going really well during that time. I had that plus 50%, but then we lost a certain amount. Plus 17%. May was good, and coming out the end of April, yeah, this is really where everything turned for us. We we had some. You can see it's been good. It's just been over traded too much. There's just more improvement needed. This was a crazy week, man. I remember this week. I remember I finished on Friday, and I was like, it's as if I'd just finished a marathon. I was so tired, bro. What's your TP with that trade? The TP I'm in right now is at an imbalance. It's at the imbalance. So if I show here, my take profit is, it's at this imbalance, just above this imbalance, probably about here or something, below. So this is where my take profit is, and then I'm predicting price to sort of consolidate around this area, inducing buyers to then come down to this daily order block below this shift in market sentiment, to then go up from here. But yeah, I'm gonna show this trade again because this is fucking beautiful. This trade, I'll never let go of how beautiful this was. Literally, I set a limit order, but it didn't actually execute, so I entered manually. 25 risk to reward, so crazy. You can see that profit there too, nuts. 40 quid, to make 1,000. Is this a dream type shit? And yeah, so I like to just hit a bit before the order block, because I just hate waiting sometimes, but more often than not recently it's just gone straight to the order block. 45% in 10 hours. I said 10 hours, it's actually like 6 hours. So I ended up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The difference in volatility, bro. It's like someone has turned on the switch. So yeah, very cool. We're doing well these days. You know, we're not getting massive losses. I'm sticking to my rules more. Just this Sunday was a really bad return. And what's interesting is the risk value versus the percentage value. That's really interesting. So normally the risk is below. So it's like your RR, so how much you're risking to how much you're making. So as opposed to making a percentage, you're making 3 risk to reward. So that's what this second number is. And this week was different actually, because I made a little trade here where I didn't make much percent because it was a scale in, but I made a lot of risk to reward from that small position. So that's why the risk to reward was more higher than the percentage here. But normally the percentage is like twice as much as the risk to reward, because obviously the risk to reward could be like 1 to 3, but because you're risking 2% or something, you're now making like, you know, twice as much risk to reward. So yeah, normally risk to reward is lower than the percentage, but you can see it's like, it really shows the truth of what's going on. You know, fine, you made 1%, but realistically you're down like 7 in your risk value. Well, you're down in your risk value compared to percent. You can see here I made twice as much percent as my risk value. 22 risk to reward. Because I risk 2% or whatever you're doing. So yeah, it's a good way to manage your risk. Good way to collect that risk data. And that I got that from Super Trader. I'll show that book again. But most of these episodes, most of these streams, I'm just showing books. Crazy how I was never into books until like 4 years ago. Now books are like my life. my life. Sunshine. It's cool, nice gold binder cutter font. Yeah, bro, mate, you've been killing it this week, bro. God, it was quite great this week for me, only for the sake of gold. Yeah, bro, you've been killing it recently, and this is why I've put you as a trading coach on the Discord, is because, you know, you've got your own community. You are like wanting to be a coach, and yeah, that's also why I'm not a trading coach, because I'm able to send people in the right direction. You know, I've got the videos that I've saved from Brad that I can help someone with, but I'm just guiding them to the information. I'm not actually teaching them. However, psychology is everything for me. Psychology is like my life. I think psychology is super interesting, and I want to be able to teach people psychology. Oh fuck, someone's calling me, man. The fuck? Hello? What the fuck? The fuck, mate? I've got a fucking fraud check, bruv. Alright, okay. So I've just had a call from my bank saying that they've declined my card from going forward for this purchase I made for my trading mentor, I think. So. Um, Maybe I can put the stream on pause for a sec whilst I use my phone, which is recording me. What else I was gonna do? I was doing something. Poker something. Mate, big up everyone who's fucking clocked in right now. I'll be I'll be sorting out this thing for 15 minutes, just calling up my bank, sorting out that shit, and then I will continue. What was I saying? Yeah, this week has been crazy. Let's go back all the way before I got into this news, and then I'll call up my bank and sort out this issue. This week has been crazy. We've got this Discord sorted out. Yeah, sweet bro. Yeah, I'll leave it on the I'll leave the stream on, and I'll leave it on a like a break screen with music and whatnot. But this week has been crazy. Big up, repeat, big up, Sumi, big up the fam, and this is sick, bro. I'm so glad that I'm not doing I think we're in a moment. I think this is a moment, yeah. We're in the moment where I haven't got random people joining the server quite yet, and so we're in this family stage, yeah. And when we really build the server with random people coming in wanting to learn, we're really gonna know who the fucking G's are, which is you guys. So we're just gonna be we're gonna have a really strong leadership, a strong what do you call it, like board, like a committee. So that's really cool. That's really cool, and yeah, it'd be really nice to see that you guys will be veterans, experienced, as opposed to these new people who are going to be coming in just saying like, oh, what is psychology type shit. So what am I saying? This is what I'm saying. Okay, so this week has been great. We've got this Discord that I've been planning for ages, which is randomly just started up thanks to that community manager deleting my messages and twisting my words. Fuck that guy. And then we've also got, what was the other thing? This mentor, this YouTube mentor guy who I'm getting in so I can get this psychology channel really focused and up and running, get some decent editing. And then 3 is that we've got some crazy stuff. This is just adding on, is that we've got this news, and also the UK are close to having a wealth tax, which is really like next level things. We are working with a French economist called Gabriel Zuckman, and we're starting to write up a logical, rational deal, a rational plan to tax billionaires a little more, to reduce inequality, and to basically like stop poverty from being so prevalent. So we're starting that in the UK now. We've got some leaders who are running in the race, and this is new. This is news only this week. That we're actually going ahead with all the leaders who are running are wanting it, basically, as opposed to not the Reform leader and not the current Labour leader. I've never been Labour. I've always been conservative. But then recently, I was just like, okay, fuck the parties. I'm here to make the world better. We're not here for parties. We're here to make the world better. So now I'm just choosing based upon the leader that has the right policies, and pretty crazy. My family have always been conservative, so I'm really being a bit of a a wild rabbit or whatever they call it. For about 2 years now. Yeah, exactly, bro. Exactly, man. You know, we've been really pushing our like growth and stuff, and this is why it's a shame that Brad was never around, because we could have been Brad's people. You know, we could have been his community. But it was no longer his community. It was like our community, which is cool. It's cool, but you know, that's just. I suppose I'm grateful that it's just happened this way, in the fact that we need to stand up on our own 2 feet. So, yeah, really interesting stuff going on. I'm going to put this on to a screen where I will go to YouTube, and then I want to go to what was I looking at before? Get rid of that dude. Piss me off. Bro, I fucking... Okay, let's go. Let me see. There we go. I don't really want the same one, but we'll do that. All these people with depression. This is fucking helping me. Cool, man. So what we're saying is, I think I'm just leaving this like this. Put the chat away. In a sec. I'll keep me there for a sec. Yeah, fuck, I haven't done meditation, bro. Yeah, we're gonna do that in a sec. Yeah, I'm gonna come back and we're gonna do that. Fuck, thank you for reminding me, man. I remind myself when I check my daily things, and I'm like, oh, I haven't done that. But that's exactly what we're gonna do in about 10 minutes. I'm just going to put an announcement up. Just turn me off into the abyss. Right. Yeah, very cool, very cool. Let me go to... Right, I'll be 10 minutes. Big the fuck up. We'll be back with some meditation and gratitude. Right, let me call these mofos.
everybody's talking about the good old days, right? Everybody, the good old days, the good old days. Well, let's talk about the good old days.
Alright. So I've been screwed over by my bank right now. They're telling me, they told me to wait for 10 minutes. I waited for 10 minutes. And then they said, oh, sorry, we're going to forward you onto the right department now, because you've got the wrong department. And this is going to take 20 minutes. So 30 minutes is now... It's now bloody not 30 minutes. My phone is what my face would normally be showing, so I don't really know what to do right now. Let me turn this music down a little bit. Whew. Okay, let me get rid of this announcement. Hey, bro. Man, I'm yeah, bro. Oh, man. Yeah, I just respect. Fuck. It's just seriously silly. What I think I might do is, I'm gonna just get off this call because it's pissing me off. And I'm probably gonna fucking, get treated like shit by someone anyway. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start meditation, and whether you are here or not, that's cool. We can do meditation other times. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to start this meditation. And mate, big love, bro. If you're heading off, if you're not, whatever is cool. It's cool. You know, we're gonna do this many times in the future. So we'll just see what works. Continuity. Big love for coming in though. Always good to see you, man. iPhone. Here we go. FaceTime. Sweet, bro, sweet. Yeah, we'll do that. For some reason, so let's do 5 minutes. I need to meditate as well, bro. I can't be sitting on the phone listening to some fucking bullshit call for like however long. So feet firmly on the ground, or if you're lying down, body nice, relaxed, with your arms to your side. They call it it's a funny name. It's like the coffin position or something. And that's where you're just lying down as if you're in a coffin. So that's the way they meditate, lying down. Alright. Deep breaths. Relaxing your face. Feel the relaxation from your in-breath to the depth of your lungs. Feeling the relaxation in your jaw, your posture, down to your pelvis, all the way to your feet, through your legs, feeling the whole dimension of your body in the present moment. Feeling your awareness open, your conscious open. Hearing and feeling more. Here and now. The breathing should be silent. Feeling your tongue relax. Feeling your middle ear. Feel in tune with both ears. Connecting your mouth and your nose. Feel your shoulders, your chest. A deep breath going to your stomach, where the emotions are based. Feel the space in your neck. as our 5 minutes are up, transition from this fixed meditation into our everyday moment by moment meditation. Feeling your whole body from the top of your head to the soles of your feet. Feeling our being here in the now. This can not just help with everyday presence, but also whilst we're sleeping, whilst we're resting, we embrace that moment of recharge, reset and refreshment for the next day, that we start with good clarity and focus. Feeling every moment the same way that we feel liquidity as it moves from highs to lows, lows to highs, and consolidates whilst we wait and accept with presence. Alright, very good. It always feels good meditating, man. Man, peace you repeat, man. Yeah, really blessed to have you around and to see you through the meditation too, man. Doubly meditation, mate. You too, brother. Sleep really well, and yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Yeah, I'll see you. I'll be streaming poke at that time too, man. Respect. Sleep well. Let's hope this market works with our wishes, works with our technical analysis. Bro, there's something wrong with my light or something. That is better, isn't it? Oh, fuck. Now I need to deal with this bank. Acting like bitches. Okay. Right. Let me get this wood. Put on a little music too. It's never fucking simple, is it? Sometimes it is. Surprise. Shit, man, meditation is so crazy, bro. I can feel the depths of my silence so much better. Oh, I'm getting really pissed off. I'm gonna question my mentor about his Valium intake because it really does feel like he's not caring as much. Back. It is a subscription, but I don't want it a subscription, so I'll talk to him about it. You know what, mate? I'm actually getting pissed off with this motherfucker, mate. Ah, these are the times when I'm really at my most dangerous, when I get pissed off. You know what? I'm pissed off. Let me fucking drop this motherfucker. don't want to deal with me when I'm pissed off, mate. Okay, so apparently, is he part of my Discord or not? Oh, there he is. Only just seen. Server settings. Members. Can we turn off this fucking streamer mode, mate? Disable. Settings. Members. Thanks. Can you grant me a role with administrative position? Permissions. Big up fucking AI, man. That's all I have to say. How to grant someone a role administrate server developer. What do I call this? Server developer, coach, server owner, server developer. Fine. Let's turn this black. Enable the administrator toggle. Look at all these toggles, bruv. Jesus Christ. Yeah, man, I'm so tired of this guy. My mentor, man. He's not responding to messages. And only if I pay money is he going to respond, which is a red flag to me. If someone only responds to money, your transactional ass is gonna get slapped up by me. Type of motherfucker that only gets happy when they get paid. It's like, fuck off. Oh my gosh, so much shit's happening right now. Thursday training. Training is Thursdays at the club. Amazing. Oh my gosh, so much shit is happening right now. Yeah, I'm super tired of everything. Alright, one minute. Oh my goodness, bruv. Right. Right. Okay, so what I'm going to do is because I've got hella shit going on right now. I'm trying to deal with it. My bank, for some reason, I still have, no fucking, whatever you call it. No fucking face cam. All sorts of madness because I'm trying to wait for a fucking phone call to come and shit. All this madness is happening right now. I will jump off. Thank you so much for the original peoples. Repeat, Sumi, Ghost. You boys are gang. I've seen you a few times in here. I will jump off and I'll continue streaming later on for a poker stream we have tonight, so we can end the week talking about we can end the week talking about the trading week whilst we play cards. So that's cool. That's cool. You can learn a bit about poker, learn a bit how it's similar to trading. And so, yeah, big fucking love. Keep rocking in the free world. I'm looking at the camera that doesn't exist. And, yeah, one love. Come on, let's go. Big up.